Many thanks for staying with us on Village Square Africa. Now, we're still talking about the off-cycle elections, and I still have my guest with me, Mr. Duke, and I also have Mr. Azibataman, and joining us is Idris Abdul Miliki. Thank you so much for joining us, Idris.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
All right, it's a pleasure. Idris is joining us from Kogi State. Now, Idris, looking at the elections in Kogi State, it's quite funny how things are playing out. One of the updates that we got is that INEC has suspended elections in about 9 local government areas because of irregularities that were recorded. But at the same time, the election...
Not the local government wards. 9 wards.
Apologies, 9 different wards. But at the same time, yes. The election results were declared. Isn't that ridiculous? What's the update on that?
Well, I think INEC will be in the best position to explain that. We are observers, and since on the 11th of November last year, that INEC came up with its own times table, we've been engaging that process, because when we are just talking of election, for people like us who have been working on election for quite some time, what kind of activities, pre-election activities, what happened on election day, and now post-election days like we are trying to do now. Pre-election activity was what the INEC gave us. Civil society organized training. Political party also claimed to have organized rally and campaigning. Although their level of voters' education is ridiculous and very low. So now on election day, we can't be everywhere, but we deploy observer to 21 local governments so that we can have a sample opinion on what happened specifically. And myself, I drove for about 85 kilometers from Lokoja to the western senatorial sites, Kaba sites, Ijumu local government, to look at what is happening. And we cover not less than at least 25 polling units to look at as a rover under Nigerian Situation Room. So the key issue about Ogori Magongo and the senatorial district is worrisome and very concerned, based on the independent report we got from our own observer. But if INEC says that we suspend election in 9 wards out of 10, what is the rationale? What is the relationship between the collation officer, the returning officer in Kogi State, and the Resident Electoral Commission, and then the headquarters that can take a final decision? Was it a final headquarters that took that decision for suspending based on the information supplied by their own office here in Kogi State? Or was it Kogi State within their own power have to suspend the elections? So we don't know the rationale in which they do that. And there are other polling units where result sheets from EC8A is claimed that were manipulated. And there are places where even our own observer said that that same form EC8A that are supposed to be filled at the polling unit, and it is from that one that the beaver will be used to snap it and transfer it to IF. It was not done at the polling unit. They took that to a collation center in some places. So it's subject to manipulation when you do such a thing. But we are worried and surprised that party agents, even at that level, allowed those INEC officials who are supposed to do their job. There are security men there, who observers were there in some places. But in all these places, you have political party agents. Why do they allow such to happen? They have compromised.
Okay,
so
Mr. Miliki.
This is what we have seen.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you like that. But we want to quickly join the Bayelsa State INEC Coalition Center now, because the coalition has resumed. But please hold that thought. We will be back to have the conversations with all 3 of you gentlemen. Thank you so much for staying with us. Now we're going straight to join the Coalition Center in Bayelsa State.
Where elections, there was willful obstruction to the deployment of materials. That means election was not held. Or the people refuse to use beavers. That means election could not go on. That is when you enter 0. And for purposes of determining the margin of lead, you will not now include those ones or consider those ones. But where election was held, and for one reason or the other, it was cancelled, you have to record it. If from EC 40G1, 40G at the at the unit level, and EC42-1 at the ward level, and EC42-2 at the local government level, so that they will be able to tell us how many polling units were cancelled, and then tell us the total number of PVC collected in those polling units. It's not zero.
Thank you very much.
That is one. But where for you to say that, oh, they were entered zero, is wrong. It's a very wrong procedure. And I believe that the REC and the National Commissioner and those INEC officials here are conversant with this procedure. Secondly, I want to vehemently protest that in Southern Nigeria, over 50,000 of APC votes were deliberately and systematically cancelled for reasons best known to the coalition officers. When the results came, the results we have from the unit shows that APC scored over 70,000 votes in Southern Nigeria, but at the coalition, that was the reason why Southern Nigeria was brought here to college. And at the coalition center, in this INEC office here, these votes were cancelled without any valid reason whatsoever. And so we are vehemently protesting that they do not have such powers to cancel those results.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We have taken note. Please, next. Calling officer, sir. My name is Right Honorable Alpha Mangolo. I'm the coalition agent for PDP. We have set a standard here. In normal practice, for us to be equal. We have, in line with the clear position of the returning officer, what we have done, we have encouraged at all levels for people to protest in writing. We have filed, for instance, in Southern Nigeria, there were areas where materials, like particularly Ward 4 and a few other areas, materials were hijacked. There are even trending videos of how INEC officials were denied the opportunity to even handle their own materials. Thugs were carrying them on their heads and moving about. So we have filed all those things, believing that having placed them on record, they will be addressed adequately. So I do not want us, because if we actually want to take it this way, then we will now subject, because what he has made are all vague and nebulous. You must, because the returning officer, the coalition officer has said for multiple reasons, not for some, in some cases, hijacking, other cases, overvoting, so many reasons. So if you want to attack, even on the merits, what he has said, you will now specifically go to unit this. This was what happened, and I think that we are not in a position to go into that detailed inquiry here. So in line with what we have been doing here, if they have any protest, let them, if they have also filed their own, like we have done, because we have placed our own on record, so that these things we can move seamlessly. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Next, please. The man behind, yes, sir. Please, thank you.
My name is Ambassador Victor Ben, the State Coalition Agent for Both Party. I think in line with the rules and what we've been doing here, we are not in law court. So therefore, there is no need for any form of cross-examination of LGA coalition officer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, yes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name remains Uzodinma, the agent for NNPP. My party, I'm speaking for my party. I am from Southern Nigeria, from Ward 10, Unit 21. I went home to vote. My vote was counted, and other supporters and party members voted there. Our agent collected the result that was given to him. He signed and he collected. I said it here before. I think this award is becoming funny. It started from yesterday. We are not small parties. NNPP is not a small party. Neither all. and other supporters and party members voted there. Our agent collected the result that was given to him. He signed and he collected. I said it here before. I think this award is becoming funny. It started from yesterday. We are not small parties. NMPP is not a small party. Neither all other parties are small parties. So this award is very unfortunate. I was not even, that is, even considered to be giving my vote that I cast, I did in my place. I'm awarded 0 here. 0. What about my own vote? It's very serious. This sharing, there is God who arrests my case. Thank you very much. Thank you, please. Thank you.
I remain. Can we hear
Let's
ourselves?
have one house, please. Let's have one house, please. Thank you.
Please, can we hear ourselves?
Madam,
Please.
go ahead. Make your comments, please.
I remain Honorable Peace Orama, APM State Collection Agents. I think we are repeating ourselves here. We are no little children. Anyone that stands there will say the same thing. And I see it so funny. As it stands, we have exhausted our time and our strength. There is no fresh air here. And I'm not ready to sit more than this. Please, can we proceed and move forward?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, please. I think that's the first person. Yes, sir, please.
It's okay.
So the last person, please. Thank you.
Yes, my name's Chief William Parker, the agent for National Rescue Movement, NRM. You see, like my sister said, we are repeating ourselves. It's election. And so if there is something that we are caught over and over, somebody will want to say something. In Southern Nigeria, that is where the deputy governorship candidate of my party comes from, particularly Ward 16, where it is well known. We also have the results sent to us from the units there, and then the ward there. But funny enough, what we saw here is 37, which of course, how long it took, even with the security agent standing there to make sure that voting do not take place. With over 13 gunboats, we are happy. That is how they decided to cheat us from winning this election. They don't want the National Rescue Movement to rescue the people of Bayelsa. We have seen, but like they said, we should write officially. And we believe that it will be treated very well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. All right, I thought that's the last man.
No. My name is Alan Amaden, a state collusion agent for SDP. In Southern Niger local government area, my younger ones, they paid their transport from Yenegua here to Southern Niger, Kulama, Ward 17, to vote. They cast their vote. Our agents there, they reported back to us. All our results are intact. And we know the figure